An ordinary pencil became a genius girl's secret cheating tool. She used the barcode-like lines to represent letters A, B, C, and D, while printed numbers added more encoded information. Even more ingenious, she tapped out answers using one-hand piano techniques, with specific rhythms representing multiple choice options. The signals were subtle yet instantly understood. What's more impressive is handling two sets of exam papers at once, transmitting answers through quick, precise finger movements. This girl's name is Lin. She rose to fame quickly. Her incredible cheating methods were inspired by real events. Lin, a brilliant Thai student, transferred to an elite school. She's astonished the principal by instantly calculating 3 years' tuition, earning a scholarship on the spot. Lin was thrilled, but back home, she discovered her father still had to donate $200,000 to the school. Lin felt her talent went unrecognized by the elites. During the midterm exam, she realized the questions matched those given in the answer's private tutoring lessons for paying students, including her friend Lace. Noticing Lace still struggling, Lin quickly wrote the answers on the eraser, slipped it into her shoe, and passed it over. But Lace accidentally kicked the shoe into the middle of the class. Thinking fast, Lin gathered her papers, stepping on the shoe and moved forward, successfully diverting the teacher's attention. Lace's boyfriend, Pai, was a rebellious second-generation heir. He wanted Lin to help him as well. Lin glanced at Lace with some annoyance. This was supposed to be their secret. She didn't want to help. Pai quickly offered Lin a deal that she couldn't refuse. $3,800 per subject, totaling $24,000 for all the subjects. Also, other clients lined up. The payment would be calculated per person. Thinking of the school's shady practice of secretly collecting donations of her father's hard-earned money, Lin decided to strike a deal with Pai. To avoid suspicion due to the growing number of people involved, Lin devised a new method. Watch closely and don't blink. Her fingers tapped continuously on the desk. The students around her watched intently, filling in their answer sheets as they went. This was a unique group effort orchestrated through Lin's ingenious cheating method. By playing piano tunes corresponding to the letters, Lin's group of wealthy second-generation students successfully transmitted answers, allowing them to breathe through the exam. As their operation grew, Lin made a fortune, even buying her father a set of designer shirts, claiming she earned the money by teaching piano lessons to classmates. Soon, disaster struck. The exams were switched to a different format, forcing Lin to complete 2 sets of papers under immense pressure. Although she managed, she was soon reported costing her her scholarship and disqualifying her from studying abroad. Desperate, Lin sought out Bao, the one who exposed her for cheating. Bao is also a top student from a struggling family, relying entirely on his mother's laundromat to afford tuition. Lin attempted to recruit him, but Bao refused. Pai sent a group of thugs to assault Bao and left him in a garbage pile, causing Bao to miss the scholarship exam. Both of their futures altered. Bao and Lin made the decision to work together. Pai recruited more people and quickly amassed millions in cash. However, during the final rehearsal, Pai made a critical slip, revealing too much. Bao threw Pai to the ground, seeking revenge for being left in the garbage dump. Lin tried to intervene but injures herself. Pai realized the damage he had caused. He apologized. However, Bao stormed off, leaving Lin and the group in a cloud of uncertainty and guilt. At the bus stop, Bao stared at the laundry detergent ad. Thinking of his mother's hard work, crushed by poverty, he changed his mind. Lin was puzzled by the sudden return of Bao, yet something in him seemed resolved. Pai's parents announced that they would reward Lace and Pai if they successfully gained admission to the U.S. university. But first, they need to pass the SCS exam. Lynn will earn millions by cracking the strict SCS exam. She orchestrated a global cheating operation, synchronized the exam times and pushing boundaries. A loophole is quickly discovered by Lynn: the time zone difference. Lynn decided to take the exam in Australia, so the Thai candidates have a 4-hour difference and could receive the answers in time. During the 2 intermissions, she planned to retrieve a pre-hidden phone in the restroom and send the answers. She also carried 2 pencils into the exam, with barcodes on them to encode multiple choice answers using thickness variations, while numbers recorded solutions for filling the blank questions. The method was perfect yet tedious. Pai gathered a large clientele, and in no time, they earned $7.5 million in cash. Lin and the top student, Bao, entered the exam room together after hiding their phones in the toilet water tank cover. As the exam began, they quickly finished their questions and moved on to preparing answers. When the bell rang, they hastily sent the answers through their phones. During the second intermission, the bell rang again. Bao hadn't finished typing his answers and was caught by the examiner. Panicking under pressure, he accidentally broke the toilet tank cover, losing his hiding spot for the phone. Desperate, he threw the phone inside. Lin couldn't send the answers in time. The examiner searched the restroom after Lin exit. However, Lin had to hide her phone in her boot, as Bao was caught at the door and searched. Lin quickly concealed her phone under the water dispenser. Because Bao lost his qualification to take the exam, Lin had to take the full responsibility for both of them. With quick thinking, she swiftly memorized all the answers despite feeling nauseous. To pretend she was unwell and leave the exam room early, she used a pencil to induce vomiting. After successfully throwing up, she ignored the examiner's attempts to stop her. However, the examiner already suspected her. Lin fled to the subway station, sending answers as she walked, but she missed the train. Eventually, she found herself in a dead end, and as the examiner was about to catch up, she hastily bought biscuits and water, swallowing them, and then vomited again, making the examiners think her condition had worsened. Meanwhile, Lin discreetly slipped her phone into a stranger's bag. After narrowly escaping, Lin returned to the exam room and saw that Bao had been caught. Lin realized that her friend would be permanently expelled and could no longer continue his studies. Lin returned to Thailand and decided to sever ties with the wealthy second generation, vowing to turn over a new leaf. But sometime later, Bao sought her out, claiming to have planned a new cheating scheme that will earn even more money. He invited Lin to join him, but this time, Lin refused. As Lin's turn to leave, Bao threatened to expose everyone involved, but Lin firmly walked away. Before Bao could act, Lin voluntarily turned herself in and accepted the consequences of her actions. The 2 geniuses with tragic outcomes. One ultimately succumbed to corruption, while the other abandoned everything to seek redemption.